Just when the caterpillar thought the world was ending, he turned into a butterfly. I'm Anthony from Pittsburgh Fit, and I'm gonna take you through today's HIIT at home strength workout. We're gonna start with our traditional triplet warm-up. Now, our first exercise is going to be 10 walkouts. Jess is gonna spread her feet nice and wide. Her hands are gonna reach down to the floor. She's gonna put all the weight on the palm of her hand, and her hands are gonna walk out as far as she can. Good, the further the better. Then we're just gonna walk it back into position. Now your chest is gonna stay down on the ground between each rep and then walk it back out. Each time we'd like you to try and stretch that rep out a little bit further, and then each time we want you to try and walk back a little bit closer to your feet to get a good, nice stretch on those hamstrings. Now, our second exercise is going to be a single leg deadlift. We're gonna do this at body weight. So she's gonna stand on her right leg, her left leg is gonna come up off the floor, her leg that's holding weight is gonna be slightly bent. What's really important here is your chest is gonna be up, your shoulder blades are back and nice and tight together. Your back should maintain a nice flat curve. So she's gonna reach down towards the floor with both hands, her back leg is gonna come on up, and then she's just gonna snap it back up to a stand. Give me a couple reps. So as you can see, her shoulder blades are nice and tight. She's tapping the ground, helping her balance at the bottom, and her back leg is coming on up. If you feel like you can get a little bit more advanced, we can shoot for knuckles on the ground. Or if you want to get even more advanced, we can try and shoot for palms to the ground and then stand back up. This is a balance exercise, and we're working on that core and the posterior chain. Our third exercise for our first triplet is going to be body weight squats. So Jess is going to do 10 regular squats. Drop down below parallel, stand back up, and repeat. So today I want you to focus on lifting that chest up nice and high. I want you to focus on a target that's a little bit above you, and that's where you're going to look during the entire 10 reps. Good, thank you. We have 2 rounds through, and then we're moving on to a new set of 3 exercises. So our first exercise is gonna be calf raises. Jess is gonna put her feet together. She's gonna pop up nice and tall on both legs, pick one up, and lower herself down just on a single leg. Good, she's gonna do 10 on the same leg in a row. We're gonna use your muscles to make the concentric or the up portion stronger, and then we're gonna overload the eccentric by picking up that other leg. This should be nice and slow, a little wiggle, a little wobble is okay, but it should be challenging. Now our next exercise is gonna be forward lunges. She's gonna take her hands, lace them behind her back. She's gonna focus straight ahead just like we did in the squats. Step forward, a nice big step. That knee is gonna gently tap the ground and take it back. Good, so we have 10 reps alternating, switching between legs. Now, our last part of the warm-up is going to be up-downs. She's gonna stay in that same position, her hands are gonna drop down to the floor. We want the palms in contact with the floor. Just like in that up-down, we don't wanna put extra pressure on your knuckles or your fingers. So from here, she's just gonna kick out quick, kick right back in, and then stand all the way up. No jump necessary, but these should move relatively quickly. We want you to focus on your breath work, where you're inhaling at the top, holding your breath, and then exhaling as you stand back up. 10 reps will take us all the way through to the last part of the warm-up, and relax, thank you. Now, strength time. We have 4 sets of curls, we have 4 sets of dumbbell deadlifts, and 4 sets of hollow body holds. Now, we're gonna grab a pair of dumbbells. You can do the same exercise with a backpack. We have slow dumbbell curls. So what I want you to do is pull your shoulder blades together. We're gonna pull that weight up to your chest. If she has a dumbbell, she's gonna try and make contact, dumbbell to shoulder. Her arm here stays completely vertical, then lowers back down. So if we're thinking tempo, we're thinking 3 seconds down. So 3, 2, 1, make sure those arms go all the way straight and snap them back up. One of the things that tends to happen, do the up part for me, is when people get to here, they tend to lift those arms. We want to keep the work on the bicep intense. So we want to keep that elbow pointed straight down to the ground, pinned nice and tight to her body, and then she'll go 3, 2, 1, and repeat. So we have 10 reps. Now, without changing or getting rid of those weights, she's gonna spread her feet apart. We're gonna do 10 sumo deadlifts with the dumbbells. Dumbbells are gonna be in between her legs. She's gonna bend over at the chest, drop both heads of the dumbbell to the ground, and then stand back up. So we're gonna take this thing nice and low. So she has that same 3-second lower that she did on the curl. So we have 3, 2, 1, tap, and then stand up nice and fast with a little pause up top. Can you face this way for me? All right, as she drops down to the bottom, her knees are gonna bend a little bit, but her chest stays up, go all the way down to the bottom and hold it there. So from here, her hips should be a little bit lower than her shoulders. So we have shoulders, then hips, then knees even lower than that. When she stands up, it all goes nice and straight. She's not leaning back too far. She's just getting herself as tall as possible. Good. So we have 10 curls, 3 seconds down, 10 deadlifts, 3 seconds down, and then a 60-second hollow hold. So Jess gonna lay down onto her back. Her hands are gonna reach up over her head, palms facing each other. She's gonna snap into a hollow body position. Her feet are up off the ground, her toes are pointed. She's ready for her singlet. She's looking down towards her feet. The most important part is that your shoulder blades are lifted up off the ground. We're just gonna stay completely still here. Now, to make it easier, we're gonna drop those hands down to the side. To make it even easier still, we're gonna pull those knees into the chest, but the most important piece that I need from you is that your shoulder blades are up off the ground. It's even okay to drop those feet down as long as your chest is lifted and staying nice and still. Try and focus on keeping your breath under control. Relax, thank you. So we have 4 rounds. You go curls, right into deadlifts, right into hollow hold, and then right back into those curls. So there's no rest between sets. We're just gonna move through 4 times. Now, conditioning time. We have another EMOM. This is a 12-minute workout. Minute 1, you have 45 seconds of cardio. The idea here is we want to start with a single leg alternating stair jump. So we're going to use this box to pretend that it's a stair. We want to keep that stair around 6 inches, no higher. So Jess is going to put her right leg, her whole foot up on there as much as she can. She's going to have her hands on her hips like she's going to pull a pair of pistols out. She's going to swing her arms as she jumps into the air and switch legs. Every time she comes back down to the ground, her arms reach towards the floor. Now, can you do them continuously for me? What we want to see is 45 seconds of continuous stair jumps with no pauses at the bottom. Your weight should be evenly distributed between your front and your back leg as you jump, and relax. If you don't want to do that, you can sub for jump rope, you can sub for running, you can sub for rowing, or running or biking, any form of cardio that makes sense to you. So 45 seconds in that minute, then 15 seconds rest. Now, our second minute is going to be 20 dumbbell suitcase deadlifts. So in the warm-up, we did sumo deadlifts where our feet were wide and our hands were inside of our legs. Here, our feet are gonna come back closer together, the hands are on the outside, and we're just gonna aim for one head of the dumbbell to come to the ground. So her dumbbells are off to the side. She's gonna drop down, tap the dumbbells, and stand up nice and quick. There's no sense in going slow, and you can also afford to use a heavier weight for this part of the workout. If you don't have dumbbells, relax. You can use a backpack, and we'll just still stick with that sumo deadlift position, but don't be afraid to load it up. This is a workout, an opportunity where you can actually get pretty heavy and get a pretty good workout from it, no matter if you're a beginner or a veteran. Now, 20 reps, then you rest the remainder of the minute. Our third minute is gonna be 7 and 7 dumbbell reverse lunges. So we're gonna return to that suitcase position. She's gonna face me. All she's gonna do is step back with one leg, tap her knee, and then return back to center. She has 7 in a row on the same leg. So step back, tap, and repeat. These should move through a little bit quicker. They're gonna be slower than the dumbbell deadlifts, but every time I wanna make sure you come all the way back into center, you put the weight on that other leg so you have it split between your right and left foot, and then you return back to the next rep. Good, relax. Her shoulder blades stay nice and tight together. Her gaze stays nice and straight. We don't want you looking down at the ground. If you find that your arms are giving out on the suitcase position, you're more than welcome to bring those dumbbells up to your shoulders or drop them entirely. Have a great workout and a great rest of your day.